Hello, YouTube. Welcome to another episode of Compound Fracture Plays Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. Oh, it's Spanovsky. It's so beautiful. I've noticed a thing when I just loaded up the game a few minutes ago to start playing. We've already made 365,000 dirty Western dollarinos with our clothing exports. So we might want to switch that back to exporting to the eastern border here soon, because that's what we'll use to pay down our debt. But first, let's press play. Yes, pressing play is the first step towards playing, so it's always a good step to take. For once, we don't need to hit the take out new loan button quite yet. We have a goodly amount of money. I think I am going to make that little tweak, and we'll send our small distribution center trucks here over to the good border. The border that will let us pay down our debts over here. Let's do that. Add new connection. Once it finishes auto-saving, add new connection right there. And then take out that connection. Perfect. Okay. I don't remember what we were doing. I mean, I kind of do. We had just finished setting up our iron train, so we should be watching our steel production to make sure that goes well. The iron train is ticking down the iron. We're making steel. We're storing steel here. The forklifts should be active. Yes, they are. Look at that. They're delivering the steel into the storage bins. Soon, the export train will come home and pick up the remaining steel. And I'm just going to make sure it's doing its job as it's supposed to. Here it is. Just starting its way back. That's nice. We've already down 100 grand since we pressed play, which is not the best, but I do think that our total wealth is staying more or less consistent. This road will eventually lead us towards oil over here on this flat land over there. And this mechanical components facility is being worked on. It's missing bricks right now, but that'll come soon. I assume it'll come soon. Let's just double check and make sure we got bricks on their way. Be one of these open trucks. Yes, it will. Oh, right, this one is bricks and more bricks. Hey, that's good. 30 bricks on their way. Yeah, so let's see how far we can make this road stretch. We will need another road building construction office somewhere in this region, but we want to see if we can make this go a little farther first. For now, I think I'm just going to make mud roads, even though we'd already started on asphalt roads, just to see how far, and turns out it isn't very far at all, is it? No, we can't actually do anything here. I'm actually going to delete the thing that I just accidentally put in because I'm noticing that we can't change the terrain elevation at all over here. So we do want another construction facility very quickly, but we need this road to be done first. So let's just wait on that. All right, what else is new? This city's probably still jammed and overfull. We've still got lots of workers awaiting. Actually, not all that many over here. That's actually kind of a good sign. The new school has lots of room. So do the new kindergartens. We actually, I guess, we built 2 kindergartens and 1 school last time. The ones in the old part of town are also pretty empty, so we might have been a bit overzealous at increasing our capacity here. Might also be that we were in a baby boom before that we're not in anymore. This one says citizens are unable to get meat, which is concerning. We might need another refrigerated truck to deliver meat. In fact, this store has no meat whatsoever, so that would explain the problems. Over here, we also have very little, if any, meat at all. So let's check on that. Let's see what's going on. This is our distribution office. Oh no, here's the refrigerated truck. It's loading meat to bring to one of those 2 cold stores. I think the issue is that we need 2 meat trucks now that we have 3 stores and one of them's quite a drive away. So I want to build another meat truck. And then that should solve all of our meat-related problems. So probably the same one again, eh? No, it's pretty slow. Well, the faster ones are very, very slow. I should say it's... The faster ones are very, very small, so we'd rather slow over small at this moment. Let's do that. We should be able to get meat under control with that little tweak. Should be okay. Now we're getting kind of close to the beginning of harvest season, I believe. About 2/3 of the way there. So let's check our food supply. Not much in these warehouses, and not much in these either. Well, hopefully this year, now that we have 2 farm complexes all attached to our food factory, we should be able to make up the difference. Hopefully, this small amount of food lasts just long enough to get the production back to going. But we'll have to check on that in maybe a few weeks or something, see what happens. Okay. Meanwhile, our iron production over here is going quite well. We have a lot of stored iron. So actually, that is not the bottleneck. I see the trains just left, and it's full. But our storage is also mostly full. So the storage was probably completely full before the train picked up there. We should really consider having a second train, especially since we're now out of iron here, and our coal store is doing pretty well. I think we need 2 iron trains, you know? I didn't think we'd get to that point this quickly, but I guess so. All right. Let's check over here and make sure we can... Oh, I don't think we can, right? We only have 1 berth active here. I'm going to make it so there's a second berth active. I should be able to... I don't know if I want the construction train to do it. I guess I do. The other option, of course, is to auto-build this particular bit of rail line just to get it going real fast. But I don't know. I think I'm just going to let the construction train do it, and we'll see what happens. So if we do it like that... then we hit build, and then we're going to put 1 semaphore right here so that the construction train still feels like it can move back and forth even when the coal train or the iron train is in the station there. Unfortunately, we only have 1 bypass, and it's right here. I think that's set up already, though, so let's just double check. Ideally, now that we're planning on having a second train, we really should have a second bypass set up, but I think that's something I can worry about in the future. No time like the future to put things off, right? Okay. This road's going okay. This construction is going quite well, actually. We'll soon have a steady source of mechanical components, and that'll be real nice. Hey, Billy Shark. Yes, everything is pretty well. Sorry about the late start today, but we're getting going now, and welcome, welcome, welcome. It's always good to see you. Maybe it'll be a good thing for the Europeans. The Europeans among our viewers will be well into today by now, I think. Appreciate the support always, always, always. So we're getting low on money again. How's our university doing, by the way? Oh, man, we got a lot of, students waiting. I think... I don't know. I was thinking about maybe putting the oil refinery within range of Spanovsky, and that might be an idea. Either way, I think we do need an extra university pretty soon. The real question is, are we going to expand Spanovsky out, which would involve building a second university in Spanovsky, maybe somewhere back here, so that all the buildings can reach it? And building a third little hub area, like the store and bus station hub. Could be over here, could be over here. That might be an idea. I think I kind of want, to do the thing where I have 1 gigantic city over here. Oh, we need money. It would have been a really smart idea to plan ahead for that if I was planning on making a really big city and use larger shopping centers, but oh well. Oh, well. The other alternative is to build a town here at the same time we build our oil industry up, and that might be the better idea. And then Shackleford might get its own little university at some point, or something similar to that. But let's think about that a little bit later. I think for now we're okay, even though we're having trouble educating all of our people. Oh, right now it's going okay, though. And right now we don't have... we have enough capacity. It's funny, it seems to be a worker issue. I could have sworn we had plenty of workers in town for the university jobs, but the media has really taken up the manpower, so it's not too shocking, I suppose. All right, so what's the first task for today? We could expand Shackleford. Looks like we have plenty of workers, and we know our iron industry is doing okay. I do want to wait until this track here is done before we get on the task of building a second iron train, which will be an expensive thing, of course. Where's our construction doing? Oh. I wonder if we finally reached a limit to how far the construction trains are willing to travel. Has it auto-assigned this? It hasn't, and we cannot assign it. Oh no! We have, in fact, reached the limit to how far our construction train can do it. So the limit must have been between here and the previous seam, which was somewhere around here. So I guess this is right where the limit is. I am just going to auto-build this for 22,000 rubles. It's necessary. And then we'll put a second semaphore right here. And is that all we need? I think so. Yeah, that's it. That's all we need. So now we will double up on trains. Unfortunately, we do only have the one extra fast train because technology has passed us by and we no longer have access to the quick one, which is real annoying. Yeah, fastest one is this 120. Oh well. So we'll buy one of those, pay lots and lots and lots of money. We'll borrow more money to fund this, unfortunately. We're back over 3 million in debt again. Oh boy. And then we're going to buy a bunch of iron cars. So cargo wagon, hopper car. Just fill her up. Oops, one too many, eh? Oops, oops, oops. That's fine, I guess. Too bad you seemingly can't delete these. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. So now this train we're going to assign to this same line here. And we're going to tell them to start right away. And then we'll have plenty of capacity to bring iron to the steel mill for the foreseeable future. And that's wonderful. Might also consider allowing access to the third berth here. It's probably worthwhile. Going to be a bit of a pain in the butt, but our construction train will be able to handle that, unlike the previous job we tried to assign to it. So let's do that. Let's actually do it this way. We'll start over here. Like that, and then like that. And then tell it to start. So there will only be the one berth available at the... Oh, no, that's not even true at all. This area will be clogged up. So the construction train will probably want to wait over here. And it is working, so it was a range problem for the other one. And here comes the construction train now. The third berth will be very helpful now that we have 3 trains coming and going. So what's happening now is this is loading up on steel. Our storage is still mostly full, and our iron is being processed through quite quickly at the moment. We do have like 2/3 of the full load of workers here, so that's very, very, very nice. I like it a lot. Okay. The construction train should be waiting his turn. He is. He's being very patient. And now that this coal train is going back, or iron train is going back, now the construction train will come in and do some work, and then they'll switch on and off. It'll be grand. Then we'll have to adjust the semaphores later to make it work. Okay. So that's one task done. Oh, we need to check on our food again. We do still have some food here, a little bit, and it is set to pick up from 0%. So we're not totally out of food, and meanwhile... Oh, we still have a bit of time to go before harvest season. We might need to do a quick little import, at least at the more busy stores. Only very briefly, of course. So we basically have about 50 tons of food stored in these warehouses in the towns, as well as an additional 100 or so in these warehouses. So that's a grand total of about 150 tons, which I don't think will be quite enough, but it'll be close. I'm glad you like the music, Ugly. It's I mean, it's pretty good, the music in the game. I've complained about it a whole bunch this whole series. We're at about episode 30 right now, so we've done a lot of this series. But I think this might be 33 actually. But the real problem I have with the music is that it only has a very small number of tracks that repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat. And it's a very slow-paced game, so you get to hear all the tracks very quickly. So how's our clothing industry doing? Actually, this warehouse is totally full. Yes, it is. I've never actually listened to the Mountain Blade music very much. I love Mountain Blade. I haven't really... it's funny, when Bannerlord came out, I played it for about a week or like half a week, and it was like real bad at launch, of course, because it was early access. And I sort of put it down thinking, well, I'll pick it back up again once the problems are solved. But I think my biggest trouble is I've played so much Warband with the Prophecy of Pendor mod. And Prophecy of Pendor is frickin' amazing, so it's going to be hard for Bannerlord to match up to that. I'm glad you agree. We seem to have similar taste in games. Okay, so I'm thinking here, our exporting is going well. We made a lot of dollars very quickly here, but I think we should switch these two warehouses around, which is really awkward. But this warehouse only having 3 trucks is probably enough for domestic clothing distribution, but not enough for export, because we are producing clothing quite quickly here. Meanwhile, the fabric is, we're out of crops for now. Again, harvest season's coming pretty quick. We're 80% of the way done here. So I actually do want to use the larger distribution office as an export processing office. I've kind of misplanned this a little bit. So that's a pain. Oh, wait. Did I just accidentally delete delete the pickup here? I might have. Oh no, let's pause and let's make sure we have clothing in the cities. Might not have clothing in the cities. We must though, because the delivery truck was not in the bay. I must have just made the mistake like just now. And indeed, we're almost full of clothes here and almost full of clothes here. So it's been okay. So yeah, let's just make this switch here. So this office will now add all of the warehouses. This one, and then the 2 in our big city here in Spanovsky. That would be this one here and this one here. Okay. So we want these to all be unloading rather than loading. Turn those off. Storage percentage should be up at around 80 or 90%. We'll just throw it up at 80. It's fine. And then customs house off, and we want to pick up like whenever necessary, so 0%. Okay, now our small office is now going to be working on domestic distribution. I think we can take one of the trucks away from it. I think 2 trucks is plenty. We've been dealing with 1 truck for a while doing it, so where are we? Okay, here we go. So we'll pull one of the trucks that doesn't have any clothes on it, which would be this one, and move it home, move it to that distribution office, and we'll have 2 in there. Okay, so that is our domestic distribution sorted. Now we'll switch this one over to export. So we want this textiles warehouse here. Turn off those small warehouses, and then we'll put on the border like so. Tell it to only pick up when we're 70% full or better. And yeah, that looks good. So that should work. Now we want more than 2 trucks doing export. I think we want 4 at least, maybe even 5. This clothing does seem to be making us a good chunk of change, so that's very nice. More M504 cupboards is probably fine, so... Oh, we can't afford it. We've run out of money again. I'll just borrow more money. And then 2 of those. Okay. Yeah, it'd be great. I hope the Prophecy of Pendor people are working on some nice mod. I imagine it probably won't be like a clone. They probably won't do the same thing over again, but there's so much talent that's been in the modding scene in Warband over the years that once the full conversion mods start coming out for Bannerlord, unless they have already, I haven't been keeping up with it, that'll be real good. Real good. Either way, though, I should give the game another try, because it's been since release, since the last time I played it, and I'm sure a ton of progress has been made since then. So we could consider putting more workers in the coal mine. I think that's probably our current bottleneck for steel production. Oh my god, it is. Our coal storage is empty. since we started with the 2 iron trains, the coal is now the big issue. So I think we need another coal bus here. I think that's very important. We have 4 buses right now, and they're all coming from platform 2. So let's get another one of those big, huge buses and do a new route from platform 1 and see if that solves our issue. It's not good that our coal storage seems to be completely used up, because we're relying on that coal storage to supply our local heating plants and so on, and we cannot do without heating plants. So yeah, let's get this going. More workers, please. Unload everyone and only load workers. Start. Okay. Hopefully that solves things. We need to keep a really close eye on this, though. We can't afford to let this storage sit empty. Like that's just a terrible, terrible thing. We might need to get more... actually, where's the bottleneck? Oh, this aggregate storage is full. So maybe we didn't need a bus for the coal mine. Maybe it's the processing plant? That does seem to be going quite well, the processing plant, but we probably need to do a second processing plant and a second coal mine up here. Not ideal. Well, let's start working towards that. We would need it sooner or later anyway, so how are we going to do this? First, we should figure out where we're putting the mine and then go from there. Coal mine! Wow, probably somewhere way up here, eh? Maybe even here? Like there? I guess so. That seems decent. So we'll do that. Now we might have to cross the streams a bit or find some clever way to make this work. I don't know if I've been all that I don't know if I've been all that future-proof here with the way I have this all set up. In fact, I think I've failed quite miserably at future-proofing this particular area. So let's see how we can do this without ruining what we've already made. Like, I don't know if we can. Uh-oh. Ideally, we'd want both coal mines going into this storage and then coming out to 2 processing plants. That might be possible by putting a splitter right here and then having another line go up this way to a second processing plant, which could be somewhere around here. Huh. I don't like this. So, conveyor here. Yeah, that's an input. Here we have a second output for some reason. I've kind of not done this very well at all, actually. Mistakes were made. Well, that's okay. We can sort this out. We can figure out a way to make it work. It's not the end of the world. So first off, we might need to move this storage, I suppose. What about different inputs into this factory? If we do just a second input. Well, there's this path. Oh, that'll work. So what kind of angle can we get going this way? Probably not enough to make it past. Oh, shoot. Be nice to know if we could connect up to here. Not sure, though. Well, let's start working with the assumption that we're going to have to cross streams somewhere in this region, and let's just go with that. First thing we want to do is put another transfer up here, see if we can make this happen. Power lines in the way. Oh, nice. Got your Russian music playlist going. Nice. I spent a little while looking into it. Now I didn't get any solutions that I was happy with, but I was thinking it would be real nice to see if we could find some public domain, like proper Russian music that's not just the game music, and then put a playlist together. And I know like classical compositions are public domain, but the performances are not. So I'm not sure if it's possible, but it would be great if it was. I'm going to delete these things. I'm going to demolish these little things in the way here, and we'll rebuild them. We'll auto-build them, rush them, if we have to, just in order to get this in place. Okay, that seems pretty good. This is going to be real sloppy, but whatever, we can handle it. We can handle the slop. Now, we should be able to, yes, we can. We can get that to go over top. Oh, this is real sloppy. I like it. Slop life is the life for me. But we will need to lower that train to get the road through. So, okay. I'm going to just back that road off slightly. We'll go back to, where is it? This thing? Delete that. Lower the train in here. Rebuild this conveyor from there to there. Then gravel road underneath. No problem at all. Okay. And then, oh, too steep. That's not good. Do we need to change this over here as well? I don't know. Maybe we can make it work. So if we go that far and then, yeah, it's not going to work, is it? Okay. Let's rethink this slightly. I'm going to delete. I want to press play again, but I need to get this stuff done first. I'm going to delete that again. I'm going to raise this part over here just a little bit, just enough that we can get the road through. Then back to conveyor belts. And I'm going to hook it up to this one on that far side. Unfortunately, that seems to have changed the pillar placement to make this a little bit harder, but I think it's okay. I think it's probably okay. Yeah, that seems fine to me. Then, yes, there we go. Okay. I'll take that out. I'm going to tell that to fund construction because we need it done right away. Then reattach that. And then put a line in here. Oh, shoot. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This might be trouble here. Yeah, this might be big trouble. Let's get the wireframe on, just sort of see what we're looking at here. Oh man, I didn't realize this was so low. Okay, I'm gonna have to redo this building and hope that it works. So we're gonna raise this terrain here. We'll put back in the whatever it's called, the conveyor transfer. And that looks fine. And it is going to fit in without demolishing the road a second time, so that's very nice to see. Put it like that. Should also make it a bit easier to connect up on this side, which is a bit of a bonus. Now, that looks very nice indeed. And yes! Okay, good. Good! So we'll get that going. And I think everything... Oh, power lines. Power lines are not hooked up. So we have no power to our coal mine at the moment. That needs to be fixed. Where did they go? Here. What type of wire did we have? This one, probably? Yes. Okay, good. So... there to... there to... there to... Okay. How am I doing this even, Mr. Fracture? Good job. Well, I appreciate the kind words. I'm not sure how well I'm doing. I totally failed to plan ahead, and we're dealing with the fallout of having to redo things on the fly here. But that's okay. Been a fun construction there. Okay, good. And now, I guess we'll hook up the new coal processing plant over here. Not normal to not plan ahead. Oh, absolutely. No, it's just a mistake. It's like I should have planned ahead. I seem to remember that when I was doing it, I was just kind of feeling a little bit frustrated, a little bit on tilt. I was just like, let's just do it. We're just gonna do the thing that we do, and blah blah blah. Which is not the best way to play these games. That's for damn sure. So okay, get this sort of leveled out. This will take a little while. Makes it more fun when I don't? Oh, I guess so. It's true. The hardship is the spice of life, as they say, you know? Without hardship, how do you even know you're alive? I don't. It's the motto we work by in this here Soviet Republic. That's why we provide plenty of hardship for our citizens such that they can know joy. If they didn't have hardship, they wouldn't know joy. And we care about our citizens, so we want to give them all the hardship money can buy. Or rubles. So we're crossing these streams, very, very much so, but that's okay. Ideally, we'd have this be within range of the bus stop, so we don't need to build a second bus stop, but I don't think that's going to be possible. An alternative would be to have this in range of the same bus stop as the coal mine. No, I don't think that's reasonable. Well, maybe. We have it over here, and then we can put a bus stop in between, and that seems okay. We don't really care about it being in range of the power lines, though, because, I mean, we might as well, if all else is equal, but we will have to connect a new power line up either way. Oh, and we can't flatten this area. Shoot. Okay, so we are going to need a new construction office before we really get into this. I do like the idea of having it be accessible at the same bus route. I don't like having to do dedicated buses just for processing plants because they need such a small number of workers. I'm going to increase the percentage here slightly. And this is still empty. That's really, really bad news. Once we get to winter, we're going to have to hit a panic button and really get it filled up. But we're not at winter yet. Won't be for some time. Borrow more money. Okay, so let's give this some consideration. I think that is what we want to do. We want to put it over here. So I guess the first thing to do would be to put a new construction office in. The road is done, so let's just do that immediately. And we'd find that in roads and construction office somewhere. Somewhere? What am I thinking? Oh yeah, it's construction industry. Haha. You'd think I'd like remember the menu to find the most commonly built building of all the buildings in the game, construction office, but I guess not. So we'll just plunk that down right about here, give or take. Seems fine to me. Oh, need a free excavator, so that's a little bit too far. Go here instead. Yeah, we have enough range for that. Seems good. Oh, this should not be a asphalt road. This should be a little mud road, like so. Probably need another gas station. Yeah, there's no gas stations around there, but I don't care right now that much. Why aren't you auto-assigning? Oh, both large construction offices are slightly too far. That's not even true. This large construction office is only 2.8. Maybe it's because we had it paused. Yes, it's because we had it paused. Okay, cool. We'll just assign the other one manually. This should build pretty quickly. Oh, and our mechanical components factory is now completely completed. Completely completed, that's what it is. So, same deal with this bus stop. If we could just run the same bus stop over, I'd love it. And I think we probably can with some creative path building. I'm not sure, but probably. We can run a path back here, maybe? Let's try that. Something like that, and then... something like that, and then... So now is it walkable? No, it's still not walkable. Maybe if we upgrade the path, but probably not. I think I'm just going to not worry about it. We'll delete that path that we painstakingly built. And then go from there. So we'll want a little bus specifically to bring workers here. We don't need many workers here. We're not going to require much throughput in this mechanical components factory. Meanwhile, this is getting close to being done. The construction train's still waiting patiently for this berth to be open. And unfortunately, so is the steel export train. So I'm gonna be a little bit impatient with this guy, and I'm gonna send him back to the iron mine right away, and then get this one in, and then get that one in. Want to get this lineup dealt with. So this is going pretty well. We're getting close to being done. That we're already done the whatchamacallit, the conveyor belt. This one, we've got some resources have made their way over, and more are coming. Okay. And here's the... Oh, and that's done. Excellent, excellent news. So now we will deal with this semaphore issue here. And we'll do that by placing chain semaphores, or mixed semaphores, rather, here and here. And then deleting this one. That should work fine. Now we have three completed berths, and there will be no more waiting for trains. No more trains waiting for other trains. Okay, so I should connect up a road to this, even if it's not going to be the final road, probably, to start work on it. But, I don't know. Guess I'll wait until well, let's just do it. Can we just do a temporary road out this way? May or may not want to delete it later, but it seems to work just fine. So we'll do that, and then make sure that there's construction offices assigned. And that way, at least, we can start on the most difficult of these projects. Not that one. This one. Okay. While at the same time, we get our bus going to deliver workers to the mechanical factory. Here, we'll use one of these sort of small-ish orange buses, not the tiny ones. Just one. Should be plenty. We'll go from here, I guess, to there. Unload only. Up here, load only. Just workers, please. Start. Good evening / morning, GDOM. And hello, deranged optician. It's always nice to see your eyeballs on my stream. I don't think we ran out of food. I'm realizing now that I did not actually keep as close an eye on these warehouses as I wanted to. So they're starting to fill up again, just starting. Meanwhile, how's the food storage in the cities here? Oh, we still have a little bit of food there. And that's the busiest of all the stores. This one's busy too. Oh, this one's out though. Oh, but it's set to auto purchase still, because I forgot to turn that off last time we had issues, probably. Or maybe I turned it on knowing that we wouldn't have enough stuff this time. That's probably what I did. Probably planned ahead or something, you know? Every once in a while I do something smart like that. Nope, it was an oversight. It wasn't planning ahead. Oh well. So did we have any food insecurity? Let's check that out. That's important. Scale this back a bit. We'll go to satiation. And I see satiation did not noticeably change. It seems like it went ever so slightly down. Maybe. But in a way that's really hard to tell. Oh, it looks pretty straight. So I don't think we actually had a food shortage. Either way, though, next year will be better. We have enough warehouses and enough fields to supply the farm. Or the food factory. We probably need another bus on this route. We'll have to make sure that these grain stores do not fill up completely and leave unused crops in the fields. That's the big danger. Okay, meanwhile, how's this coming? Oh, and it's just finished the first stage of construction. Now it's going to lay bricks. So that's going well. What was I doing just a minute ago? Oh, I was getting this hooked up. So we've got workers coming now. We were going to use... this tiny distribution office, that was the plan for this one, to put one open haul truck in here. One that's hopefully nice and big. Doesn't even have to be that fast. W50 is probably still the best one we have. Well, it's exactly the same as these ZIL 133, but the ZIL 133 is a crane. No, it doesn't help too much, I don't think. I don't know what cranes help with. There's also the JE 300. I'm going to build that. It's a little bit smaller, but it's a little bit quicker, and I don't know, might as well. So we want this going from the steel yard to the mechanical components factory. We only want it loading up at the steel yard if there's at least 30% steel there. And meanwhile, fill up the mechanical components as much as possible. So it's already starting its work. And we've already got a few workers sitting here. So we'll start getting mechanical components. And that's wonderful. That means we no longer have to import mechanical components. So we're going to take off. And I'm not going to export mechanical components at all, by the way, because the way the math works, it doesn't actually help you. You earn just as much from exporting raw steel as components. So you might as well just export raw steel and only build the amount of components you need for internal use. So we've turned off importing of components, and then we're going to add a connection to this building and load mechanical components starting at like 10%, I guess. And now we should have a perfectly free source of mechanical components. And that'll be wonderful. Oh boy. Okay. So how's our food factory doing? We're still only 81 workers. Are these filling up pretty fast? They kind of are. So let's put one more bus on this route. I'll just do another orange bus, one of these guys. I really love these. They're not too big, and they're very, very fast. We'll add him to the... Oh boy, which one is it? We're starting to get to the point that we have so many lines, it's hard to keep track of them all. This one? Start? Okay, okay. Good stuff. How are we doing over here? This is still sitting at 88%, and the export happens anywhere over 70%. So we might actually want a full 5 trucks exporting. We're producing way more clothing than I expected, actually, out of this. So, yeah, five export vehicles. That'll make us a goodly amount of money. Speaking of money, let's borrow more. And our total amount owed has gone down to not much over 2,500,000 again. And it was over 3 million not that long ago. So we're definitely making money. Like, we're making pretty decent money now that our steel exports have no input costs. And now that we're exporting clothes as well. And we do have some coal now in this aggregate storage. So good. The extra bus does seem to have helped a bit, I suppose. Actually, what probably helped was switching the percentages on this bus stop so that this is completely full. And speaking of that, I'm actually going to increase it a bit more because I want to make sure that we send all the workers we can here. Now, what'll happen is if this percentage is too many workers to, like there's not enough room at the ore processing plant, it will send the excess to the steel mill anyway. Oh, right on, Taiga Coder. Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's a fun little game. It's I call it the 5-year plan simulator. It's all about taking care of the basic needs of our citizens so they can slave away in factories for us. It's beautiful. Okay. So yeah, the clothing factory is working full out. We got plenty of buses here, and I believe that Shackelford has... Oh yeah, look at all the workers waiting. Not too many students waiting, which is a good sign. Probably means we have enough school buses to go to the college. Meanwhile, I mean, we might consider putting another bus on this route for the iron mine, but it's doing okay. And this is still pretty full, so I think we're fine there. I don't think that's the bottleneck. Okay. So, until this is done, and it's almost done, actually. Yeah, I was gonna say, well, I should do something else until it's done, but like, look, it's just gonna be done in like 10 seconds or something here. Except we ran out of workers exactly at the time that we had the steel in place, so that's not great. Where's a bus? Do I have to tell you to auto build? Probably. This is 0 workers. It's just going to pick them up now. I'm just gonna fund it. Less than 1,000 rubles. Good. Good, good, good. Now let's set this up as a road building place. So some dump trucks. I like these big guys, but no, they're still not the best. The JE, is it? The Kaz is quite good. Oh, this one's really nice. 95 kph and 14 tons. That's a new one. It only became available in 1973, so like this year. Brand new truck. Let's put a couple of those in. Maybe 3. And then a couple bulldozers, a couple excavators, couple asphalt thingies, paver, 1 roller, and 1 open haul truck to haul the paver and roller around. So this one. And I think that's enough. I think that's all the things we desperately need here. We're going to tell it to only build roads, and I guess also footpaths, but do it automagically. And then we're going to assign the sources here. So we want... oh, we don't need coal at all, of course, of course, of course. We'll use this gravel supply. Yeah, we need to use all the supplies over here. Gravel, asphalt, concrete, bricks, prefab. We don't really care about these things all that much because we really only need asphalt and concrete and gravel, but whatever. Boards. That also pulled for the steel, which it shouldn't have done. So let's manually make that the source of steel. And then mechanical and electrical components come from here. Oh yeah. Mechanical and electrical. Okay, good. So now we are able to continue this road out, and we're able to continue our construction in this region. So we want a a coal processing plant first, right there. But we want a small aggregate storage just as a buffer in between. So something like that, I think, should work for the storage. Really? Oh man, all the excavators. Oh, they must have all gone for fuel. Yeah, and the closest gas station's a long distance away, sadly. We should really have a gas station here too. Oops. Probably should have done the gas station before I did the construction office, but whatever. Okay. So we're just going to have to wait for these guys to slowly make their way to the gas station, which is right here, and all the way back again, and then we can start working. It's not so bad. Let's check how much of our exports are clothing, because I think we've done really well with clothing. Yeah, look at that. Holy cow, that's very, very profitable. Right on. All right. Clothing, power, and steel are 3 big money-making industries that are going to allow us to erase this debt we have. Meanwhile, there's the steel exporting train coming back. Interestingly, we are going to have both iron trains gone at the same time. Oh no, here's the other one returning. Just waiting for the crossroads to be free, and so they are, and will continue on its way. I might not have enough semaphores down here now that we have a lot of trains sharing the same route. Yeah, oh no, that's fine. 2 spans is about right here, I think. Okay. So now we're loading up steel. The supply here is looking okay. Our coal is back to being completely out, and here's this poor dump truck trying to load up to bring to the heating plant. The heating plant does have plenty of coal for now, but that's something we need to really watch, especially as we move into fall. Might need to do some fanciness. Maybe get coal from this storage, even for that other plant for a while. That's probably a good idea. So which distribution office are you in? You're in this one. Okay. So yeah. Let's go back to the other coal storage for now. We need these heating plants with a reliable source of coal. There's just no other option there. So we're going to tell it to load coal. Oh, that's the wrong one. This one, load coal starting at 0%. And I'm just going to, for now, tell this to only load at 30%, which means it won't do it, basically. It's essentially a way of turning it off while still keeping it on the list, so it's easier in the future to put it back on. How's our food factory doing? These grain stores are over half full now, and the factory is not necessarily keeping up with the supply of grain coming in. It's doing okay, though. Oh, look at this. We don't have enough trucks, clearly, in this distribution office to unload from all of these fields. So let's fill it up with another 4 trucks. That will hopefully erase this backlog. We might need to use these offices over here to also unload from these fields. I'm not sure. Ideally, I don't want to have to do that, but we might have to do that. Okay. So our export warehouse is now completely full here. So is import. Like this components factory is just going to sit more or less idle. Might have been a better idea to use a smaller bus, I suppose, but whatever, it's fine. Probably should have just used one of the tiny buses. Need more money. Look at that, down more. We're down to like 2,400 this time. And last time it was 26. The time before that it was 3 million. So we are paying off our debt, and that's lovely. Noticeably paying it off, too. It's not just a question of keeping pace with debt payments. It's like actual progress. So these excavators have fueled up and returned, and we can get back to work on this stuff. The coal mine is still like a work in progress, which, of course, we knew was going to happen. It takes forever. So, yeah, first thing we need is the small aggregate storage. Put it in such a way that it can kind of at an awkward angle. It'd be nice if, like, one thing that would be really cool in this game is if they implemented it so that you could, and I've seen this suggestion made a lot, but so that you could switch orientation of buildings, just flip them. I don't know why that hasn't been done, frankly, because it'd be so much nicer if we could put it at the other angle, going out here and then out that way. But it's not possible as it stands. So now coal processing plant, somewhere around here. Something like that. Seems very nice to me. Be nice if it could be a bit higher up, I suppose, but it's probably fine. And I mean that so that we can make sure that we have that we're able to put the conveyor belt over top of this hill to get it down the other side, but it should be okay. Now we need to build a big long conveyor belt, which is not ideal because conveyor belts are very expensive, but it must be done because we did not plan ahead. So yeah, this is the problem. We're gonna struggle to get it over the hill, but that's okay. So I'm actually going to use the mod one just in case we want to do another input here later. So let's do the mod conveyor belt that has access to more inputs rather than more outputs. Oops. Which one is it? Conveyor pipe engine. This one. 3 into 1 instead of 1 into 3. Oh, that's a little bit better. Yeah, let's do it like this. I like it. Okay. Now we probably just need one more. I think I'll switch to the non-mod version here. Well, no, let's just... The mod one just makes more sense for the way we're setting this up. So, ideally, we could have one that can come out of... Oh, man. Again, we're having some trouble getting over this, but that works. Look at that. That works pretty well. I think we can do better, though. I'm going to, like... It's a bit of a pain in the butt, but I am going to lower this rocky area just slightly. All right. And then the little modamajig. Want to make sure that the road will work. Sometimes these roads can be finicky. I guess that is the best we can do here. Make sure that the road hooks up. It does, just barely. Sometimes the supports can block it, right? So that's pretty good. And so is that. Okay, good. Now over here, we're going to extend the asphalt road out. Now we do want to move this main road straight towards that lake where we're going to have the oil industry begin. So let's see how we can make this work both for the present and also the future. There is a spider on my microphone stand. And it's crawled under my keyboard. Okay, you know what, spider? And it went onto my desk chair. Oh boy. It had quite an adventure. It crawled along this mic stand, jumped down to the keyboard. Then I leapt back and it leapt at me, landed in my lap. Oh boy, spiders, I tell you. They're out to get me. Oh well. We're safe. We should mark ourselves safe from the spider attack of early 2021. Might have trouble getting this road to hook up. Let's just make sure it'll work. I don't want to do it right away, not until the asphalt road's done. We do want a bus stop in this area too, so maybe I should have planned that a little bit better. We want a bus stop up here. Okay, no, that's fine. So, yeah, no, this is fine. Okay. I don't really care, honestly. Like, we don't need any access to this building once it's constructed, so we don't need to make it perfect. We just need to make it hook up. Doesn't need to be efficient here. Okay. There we go. That's fine, I think. Oh, yeah. No problem. Okay. So, now we want to rethink the way that road goes, I suppose. Let's start with the bus stop up here. Like, more or less right here, I think. Okay. Now, I think I am going to build a gravel road down this way. Right away. And then I'll just cut off the rest of the asphalt road beyond this gravel road. Do that part later. So I'll demolish this section here. And then tell it to start construction on the gravel road. Okay. And we might as well hook this up here. Like that. That'll be able to start the bus stop before the roads are done that way. Oh, and one more hookup to do. Just like that. Oh, and this one. By one more, I meant two more. Uh-oh. That's good enough. Yeah, I like it. So the only thing we need to worry about now is power lines. Probably just want to split this medium, eh? Somewhere around here. Oh no, this is a transformer. Oh, good. It's probably too small of a transformer. Nope. Nope, we got a free spot. Excellent, 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 excellent. So, we need something that's gonna cover all of this stuff. Oh yeah, no problem. So put the substation somewhere around here, I suppose. Oh. Maybe right on this road here. Make sure it's reaching the mine. That's the important thing. It's not. We don't have a very good place to put this. We're going to have to put it over here instead, in that case. No real choice. It's a bit awkward. Maybe I should have looked at this earlier, but it's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. Just a little awkward. It's still good. It's still good. Use this kind of power line, I guess. So we're connecting. I guess we can just do a straight shot like that. Tell that to build. Then once these roads are done, we can start hooking up these things. Okay, we're well on our way to having a more reliable source of coal for this steel mill. And that is excellent. It's most excellent. And now that we're well on our way to having a more reliable connection for the steel mill, it's time to end the episode. Good night, YouTube. We'll catch you soon. Yes, we will. Bye-bye.